Hey. Today, this YouTube video is just, a couple questions that I have. Um, Today, I went to artwork and I am learning about the city of Jacksonville. Today, I stumbled on, I walked past this building. It was all boarded up. I'm like, look at this beautiful marble building. What is this? And so I guess this is the old Florida National Bank. And then when I lived in DC, I was just like really fascinated with all these marble buildings. And I'm like, who built these? I'm so curious, about this information. And then, like, I'm gonna scroll down. These are pictures of the inside of this historic landmark building, and this is created by Edward Gilden Architect. And this is the historic Jacksonville Landmark Commission. And this was an old bank, and you can see in here. But what I want you to notice on here is they have this beautiful marble surrounding it, and then this roof with brick inlaid. Then we have these vaults at the bottom. So this was an old national bank in the 1900s that was created. But my things is look how beautiful that marble is. And then you have, even in DC, you have these marble buildings that are just absolutely stunning. So I want to do marble buildings, and usually our state capitals have these marble buildings. And when I lived in DC, they have these great grand marble buildings all throughout downtown DC. And I'm just so fascinated with them because it has like that Roman type architecture, and the detail is just so defined. And like, we don't build buildings like this these days. So I decided to look at the state capitals. And usually every state has a capital with a marble building in it. And you can see this is Mississippi State Capitol. We can see this was created in 1903. And we're going to go down here and we can see Alabama State Capitol, but this is 1851. We're going to go down here. This is Alaska State Capitol, 1931. Arizona State Capitol, it is 1900s. Then we have Arkansas State Capitol. These are all marble looking Roman classical buildings. 1874, California State Capitol. Then we have this, this building kind of looks separate than that one. And then this top up here, 1894, Colorado State. Look at this one, Connecticut State Capitol. Kind of looks like castles or like churches or something like that, or Roman cathedrals. All of these. Delaware, 1933. Okay. And then we have another one, Florida State Capitol, 1977. Oh, wow. Florida had a capital in 1977. Did not know that. That's very interesting. Georgia State Capitol, 1889. Hawaii State Capitol, 1969. Of course. Now, so if you looked at Florida and you look at Hawaii, everything after 1969, these things that are built look way different. It's got the Gothic, high Victorian Gothic look. And I'm just asking these questions about all these state capitol buildings. I mean, could they have been repurposed? Where did all this marble come from? I know there's big marble reservoirs in DC where they use the marble from DC to create all of this. Yeah, 1969. This one is 1912. Look at that. And they all got the same formula, different people that created it, but kind of like the same architecture, and they're created at different times. They all have these domes, these cathedral looking like domes, and this Renaissance type art. I am obsessed with these. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Renaissance, Renaissance, the Renaissance. And it like all reminds me of the Roman French Renaissance. Like, I want to research more history about these, I'm going to call them cathedrals, because I look at cathedrals. Hey, look, we got 1932, Art Deco. Completely different. Maine State House, again, 1832. Maryland State House, 1797. How come this is not like the? It's different, you know? It's different. Georgia. This is a federal building with the red brick on it, the big dome on it. Different. Like this part looks older than this part. This is 1879 neoclassical. Minnesota State Capitol, 1905, marble. Look at this one, 1918, marble. Missouri State, Montana State, beautiful. And I'm just looking at all of these. 1932, Nebraska. This is different. And you can see the other ones built in 1932, different, than what they had. Let's go over here. 1871. Yeah, that was a different type of brick. Greek Revival. They have all these different style Capitol buildings. Various. These are just everything all together. Oh, New Mexico State, completely different. I am fascinated by all the different architecture that has been created. 1899, French Renaissance. Renaissance Romanesque. Like, what if these are like old Renaissance buildings that have been here and they just repurposed them? These are just questions I'm saying. I don't even know. 19th or 19th, completely different architecture. Art Deco. Yeah, I believe that. Greek Revival. Oklahoma State, 1977, 1917. Classical Revival, Renaissance. Ooh, 1938. Completely different. Modern Greek. Looks like crap. The older ones look way better. Everything from like 18 to 19s look way better. Pennsylvania. They were building a lot of state capitals in the 1900s. Neoclassic. There was a lot of construction going on. Greek Revival. South Carolina. Dakota State. Tennessee Capitol. Texas Capitol. Like, this looks old and that looks newer. Maybe they just refixed it. I don't know. 1888. Renaissance Revival. Neoclassic. 1916. These buildings are absolutely beautiful on the inside. Ooh, Virginia State. Looks like the Lincoln Monument. 1788. Paladea. It just perplexes me. Washington State Capitol. 1928. And this kind of like looks like Washington, D.C. Look at that. West Virginia State, 1932. But it looks older. Italian Renaissance. West Virginia State Capitol. Wisconsin State Capitol, 1917. Wyoming State, 1890. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah. So I just have these stupid questions about these state capitol buildings. Some of them look older than the other ones. And just what if these are like old Renaissance buildings that have been here and they just repurposed it into something new? I don't know. I think it's really interesting and fascinating. Yeah, all the detail that goes into this is just absolutely nuts and beautiful. Well, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. What are your thoughts about this? And I ended up getting here by stumbling upon an old building. in Jacksonville, where we have all these buildings here and we have this marble one. I'm like, oh, what is that? And then we have this brick masonry stuff. And then out of nowhere, this marble type building. Yeah, so that was just my concern. In a lot of cities I've been in, we have this older type stuff, and then out of nowhere, this old, cool looking marble building. But yeah, that's it. What are your thoughts? That's all for today. Have a wonderful day.